Hello, sports fans. Welcome to the broadcast booth. I'm Jason Aaron Goldberg, and this is Card Collecting Shenanigans. While you're here, hope you'll subscribe. It's the third night of the 8 breaks of Hanukkah, and thanks to the lovely Shiksa in my life, we have a first. We're going boys versus girls. We have got some Optic basketball and some Panini Prizm WNBA basketball. We're going to open both boxes and go pack for pack, boy versus girl, and see what we can get out of this. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time. All of our lucky totems are here. Captain, are you ready?
Number 2, Lego Cheater. Happy Hanukkah, Derek.
I'm also mixing up the lineup a little bit. We're going with Lego LeBron in the 2-hole tonight, followed by Aaron Judge and then Pencilhead LeBron playing first base for the all-Jewish team, a newbie to the squad, Lou Limmer. These cards courtesy of Sean over at the Chosen roster, recovering from a pretty significant neck surgery. And I want to try to get some of his cards he has sent my way so kindly in the dugout. So I'm excited to get Lou Limmer in there playing first base. At the end of the episode, we'll send it down onto the field, take a close look at both of those cards, and I'll fill you in a little bit on Lou Limmer. A very interesting life on that guy. Okay, let's get into the shenanigans. Basketball time. We had nice baseball ripping yesterday. Basketball tonight. As you can see here, we have this is the recent year. This is 24-25 Optic. But this box with the Asia Wilson is the 2021 Panini Prizm WNBA. This will be a fun little thing to look at the product here, and then when we get into, because we are going to rip some Donruss WNBA from this year, chase a little page buckets to see the difference in the photo quality, photo selection, all that good stuff. All right. I believe both products have 6 packs. Oh, that was funky. They put those in there weird. Is that a good sign or a bad sign? All right, 6 packs. 5 packs. All right, so we'll start. We'll go boys, then girls. Can we get some first pack fire? Obviously, hunting LeBron, Wemby, that kind of stuff. Wemby headed to the Cup final. All right, here we go. Jalen Duren. Anything shiny? Got a little gold. Ooh, you do have a little. Ooh, purple. Yeah. Good stuff coming out hot, maybe. Josh Hart. Zach Collins. Purple. No one chasing that. What's our green? Jaylen Brown. Ooh, Kareem winner stays. Very nice. That's pretty cool. I think that's a clean single for the captain. All right. Now, notoriously, the WNBA Prizm has been fun but tough to pull hits. So let's see if we can just sort of get lucky, maybe with a numbered card or something. But I don't want to get greedy. Our green is Candace Parker, CP, Hall of Famer. Misha Hines-Allen, Kayla Thornton. That's pretty cool. 2 all-time greats. All right, I think we're basically tied so far. I'm going to call that also a single for Lego LeBron. As we get into the next pack here, of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the tragic passing of Rob Reiner on the first night of Hanukkah. Very rough, very sad. Really hits you in the feels. Iconic films. A loss to not just Hollywood and the movie-making community, but all of us at home. All right, Keegan Murray, Daniel Gafford. Oh, auto hit of a nobody. Malachi Brannon, and who is Liam Robbins? I thought that pack felt a little thicker. I have never heard of this guy in my life, but autos are homers, as we know. So right now, the boys are winning. That's a 3-run shot. Maybe that change in the lineup Aaron Judge is like, yes, I like hitting third. Thank you. All right. Back to square one here. At the end there, I'll do a brief check and see who Liam Robbins is. White guy auto is not really what you're chasing in an NBA product. Unless it's like Jerry West or something. Strickland, Nia Coffee. Renia Davis. Wow, these are players I have never heard of. That is some craziness right there. Usually with these WNBA, I get a lot of Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi, and we have not seen any of that so far. The boys are in the lead. Torian Prince. Grady Dick. You got to call him Grady Dick. You can't call him Grady, and you can't call him Dick. You got to call him Grady Dick. Kawhi, nice shot. Big Cat in the purple. Trace Jackson Davis. All right. Pencilhead LeBron. What are you doing over there? Napping? All right. Allie Quigley. She's a good player. All right. Got a Prizm. There we go. Asia Wilson for the PC. She looks so young in this picture. I've never pulled her out of this. So this is, I think, her second year card. She looks like a child compared to how awesome and all the style she brings with her hair and everything now. All right, and what's this one? Oh, Chiney Ogumake, and our Prizm is Jasmine Walker rookie card. I mean, the Asia for the PC, that gets Pencilhead LeBron to second. I know it wasn't a hit card, but didn't have it. So that's a good one for me. Binder fodder. Binder fodder. This pack also feels kind of thick. Bilal. Vince Williams Jr. All right, we got this black. Kristaps Porzingis winner stays. Kel L. That is, as we mentioned before, that is Superman's distant cousin. Kel L, not Cal L. All right, so we're going to go, I think I'm going to do these last two boys packs back to back, and so that we can end on the WNBA pack, since that was one pack less than the boys. All right, Tiffany Mitchell, Brittany Griner, got something cool there. Satu Sabali. Sabrina Ionescu widescreen. Cool shot. Looks like these are bubble era cards. It's a nice one though. I think it's not a Prizm, but it's a clean single, I think, for the captain. Going to get Pencilhead LeBron the third. The big dog right here, who's hitting homers for us, still in the lead, the boys. I don't think there's enough time here for the ladies to catch the boys, but you never know. There may be some last pack mojo there in the WNBA box. T-Man! My guy, T-Man. Struggling away over there in Brooklyn. Trade him back. Clippers, you're terrible. You're the worst team in the NBA. It's painful to watch them be so bad. So good and then bad in the same game. Bring T-Man back. We know that's when it all fell apart. What we got here? My House, Jacoby Walter. And our Prizm is D. Wade. Nice. I do PC Dwayne Wade. Cool shot. It's a nice little Prizm right there. I think it's a double, so the boys continue. I think he's going to stop at third. Boys continue to rake. Like I said, let's do two of these in a row. Hopefully pray for some last pack, some Hanukkah magic out of that WNBA last pack. Jalen Brunson, Cam Johnson, Isaiah Hartenstein, I miss him on the Clippers. Anthony Hardaway, legends. And Franz Wagner in the purple. Nothing popping out of that. All right. Aaron Judge, last pack. Mojo, bring the Hanukkah magic for the kids at home. Kia Vaughn got a green. Oop. Got a laser. So 2 greens. Let's see what we got. Auto hit Kia Nurse. Not bad. Look at the beautiful signature. Home run. What are these other two? Chinea Gumake fireworks. And the last one, Jasmine Thomas. And we did hit an auto out of the last pack, Hanukkah Magic. Very cool Kia Nurse auto. 2 autos hit at a retail product here in the 3rd night. The 8 breaks of Hanukkah. Aaron Judge does it for the ladies. I think the men still with a couple of those singles won, but man, 2 autos on the 3rd night. That is some special sauce right there. Awesome. All right, let's send it down onto the field. Take a quick look at Lou Limmer and then a few highlights. In the dugout tonight, playing first base for the all-Jewish team, a new addition, Lou Limmer. Very excited to have him in there. Was not too familiar with him. Once again, thank you, Sean, over at the Chosen Roster for hooking me up with these 2 beautiful cards. So Lou Limmer, really interesting cat. Born in the Bronx, graduated from the Manhattan High School of Aviation in 1943, joined the Army Air Corps, and served in the military until 1946. Then he played only really 2 years in the show, but 11 years in the minor leagues. I was a little surprised based on his stats and that he was a kind of a home run hitter of his time, that he only had those 2 years in the big leagues, but he was basically dominating in a variety of different leagues at the minor league level and the independent leagues. So just, a guy who maybe should have had a little more of a shot in the show, but you got to respect the game that he did have. He is in the Philadelphia Jewish Sports Hall of Fame, and one thing that I found very interesting was that after his baseball life, he did become the president of his shul in the Bronx. He might be the only former player to ever become the president of his shul. So that is pretty sweet. A lot of fun info on Lou Limmer right there. Okay, let's slide it over. Take a look at a few highlights. A few highlights to wrap things up here on the 3rd night of the 8 breaks of Hanukkah. Our first ever boys versus girls break. My judgment on who won this is actually going to surprise you possibly, and I'll tell you why in a minute. First things first, though, we've got, for me, it is a highlight pull. The Asia Wilson second-year card, didn't have it, wanted it. So, very pleased with that. But out of those, we also did get the Dwayne Wade Prizm, a nice Candace Parker green, and then a really sweet Kareem. That all kind of equals out, in my opinion. But, of course, the big hits are 2 autos. So, we got autos. Both of these players are champions. And the reason I'm going to say the women win tonight is for this reason. Liam Robbins is in the G League. He was undrafted. He does have a ring with the Milwaukee Bucks, although I'm not sure he ever played a minute in their playoff run or the finals, and he's not in the NBA right now. But Kia Nurse, currently playing for the Chicago Sky, has had a great career. She was the number 10 overall pick in 2018. She is a 2-time NC2A champion with UConn, the college basketball player, defensive player of the year, AAC freshman of the year, AAC defensive player of the year. She is also a 2-time champion in the Women's National Basketball League out of Australia and the MVP of that league. That right there, folks, hands down, I think, gives the victory to the ladies tonight. That was fun. Hopefully we can do that again. But please do leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of the rippage overall. Do you have any favorite cards? Always looking forward to reading your comments. Slam that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Tell all your friends. And I'll see you next time in the broadcast booth.